I have run through the fields only to be with you. Only to be with you. I have run, I have crawled, I have scaled these city walls, these city walls, only to be with you. But I still haven't found what I'm looking for. But I still haven't found what I'm looking for. But I still haven't found what I'm looking for. I have kissed honey lips, felt the healing fingertips. It burned like fire, this burning desire. I have spoke the tongue of angels, and I've held the hand of the devil. It was warm in the night, I was cold as a stone. But I still haven't found what I'm looking for. But I still haven't found what I'm looking for. But I still haven't found what I'm looking for. Colors will bleed into one, bleed into one. Yes, I'm still running. Broke the bonds, and you lose the chains. Carry the cross of my shame, of my shame. You know I could believe it. Here we go, sing along. But I still haven't found what I'm looking for. But I still haven't found what I'm looking for. But I still haven't found what I'm looking for. looking for. I still haven't found what I'm looking for. Whoa. Good evening, folks. Welcome to Spontaneous Sunday. My name is Aaron Shows, and I'm broadcasting here in Los Angeles on this Sunday evening. Hope you're all doing well. I sure am. It's been a long week, but I am glad to be with you here to play some music. We had last week at the organ at my apartment, and now we are here in my little studio space here. So tonight's theme is Wanderlust. It's traveling, it's wanting to explore and discover new things. And so I thought a really cool thing to open up with would be U2's I Still Haven't Found What I'm Looking For. And maybe we never will, but I hope you all do. So it's always a good sentiment just to think that you're going to find what you're looking for. But I've got a good show for you tonight, so I'm looking forward to sharing some songs and some requests with you. So this first one, second one I should say, is a song that came out in the early 90s, and I think it kind of got a new revival. It was covered by Rascal Flatts, I think, in the mid-2000s, around there, but it came out in 1991. The artist was Tom Cochrane, and let's see, this one's kind of a tricky one on keyboard because it's really written for guitar. And while I do have a guitar sound on here, it's more like electric guitar, and so there's a lot of things on guitar that are just... Not that they're not possible. There actually are things that are not possible. I can't bend the notes on the keyboard without a pitch-bending wheel of some sort. We try to fake that on keyboard. The way sort of the blues players do to bend from this note to this note, you would just do... It's like a bang. But we can't bend notes. There are things on guitar that you can't do on piano. So point being is I'll do my best. And this is a well-known song. Like I said, the movie Cars that came out from, I think that was a Pixar film in the mid-2000s, revived this song. But it's from the early 90s. I hope you enjoy. God If you're going my way, I wanna drive it all night long. All these cities and all these towns, it's my blood and it's all around. I know, like I loved you then, it's a road and these are the hands from Mozambique. Those Memphis nights to Khyber Pass to Vancouver nights. Knock me down, get back up again. You're in my blood, I'm a lonely man, and there's no load I can't hold. Road so rough, yes I know. I'll be there when the light comes in. Just tell them we're survivors. Life is a highway, I wanna ride it all night long. If you're going my way, I wanna drive it all night long. Life is a highway, I wanna ride it all night long. If you're going my way, I wanna drive it all night long. There was a distance between you and I. Misunderstanding once, but now we look it in the eye. That is Life is a Highway. Yes, that's Tom Cochrane, covered by Rascal Flatts. I'm not sure which version is more well known. I guess I have to check and see the online streams and see which ones have gotten more. It seems like a lot of these songs nowadays are in the millions and billions of streams, but I think that's probably like worth like, you know, a couple dollars in revenue for the artist, which is really sad. All right, but what is not sad is the Spontaneous Sunday chat. So let's go to the chat and see who is here today. All right, I will scroll up. Let's see. Oh, I'm actually at the top already. Okay, so let's do a Rhodes sound. Why not? This is like a Rhodes mix with like a little bit of piano in there. You can kind of hear this piano in there. I mix it very, very low. Guess where it's going to end. Where's this going to go? Did it end on the right? No, there we go. Sometimes you have to like pick a run and just hope that it's going to end in a note in the scale. I don't know if it's going to go. First I see in the chat is Jill. Hello, Jill. And next I see in the chat it's Donna Ash. Hello, Donna. Good to see you. I see in the chat it's Georges Gentry. Hello, Georges, I'm glad to see you. And next in the chat is Robert Varner. Hello, Robert, I'm glad you're here tonight. In the chat I see it's Cam Platz. Hello, Cam. Hello, Kristen too. It's good to see you. And next in the chat I see it's someone from Chicago. That's Rue. That's Rue. That's Rue. Good to see you. Good to see you, Rue. In the chat, it's Christian Gregory. Hello, Christian. How are you tonight? chat. It's my mom in West Virginia. Hello, Mom. Hello, Dad. Tonight there was a request for a song about the state you're in. We'll get to that later. And next in the chat I see it's Beth from here in Pasadena. Hello Beth, I'm glad you're here. And now I see in the chat it's Brooks in Utah. Hello Brooks, how are you doing this evening? To see you. I don't know any lyrics else to say, but good evening to you. And last I see in the chat, it is Lena Baines. Hello Lena in North Carolina. The country. We have a few folks who are all the way across the country from me here in Los Angeles, but I'm so glad you're here to share some music tonight. James Bond chord. There we go. The name's Bond. All right. That has been the Spontaneous Sunday chat. And I see we also have some super chats. So the first I see is Bill. Thank you, Bill, for the super chat there. I appreciate that so much. Super chat. Next is Brooks. Thank you, Brooks, for that super chat. And Rue. Thank you for the super chat. I wonder what the super chat would be as a superhero. He just knows how to talk forever. He is super chatty. I don't know what that would be. Let's talk about that in the chat and see what a super chat. If a superhero was called super chat, what would be their superpower? Alrighty. Alright, enough of that. Okay. This next one, I actually had a song last week the time we did the running one? Yeah, it was last week. With last week's running theme, I had a song by this next artist, and I didn't get to it. There was just too many other things I had to do last week. It was a very full program. But the artist is Dion, and the song last week was going to be Run Around Sue, one of Dion's biggest hits. But yeah, so this is another song by Dion, and this is one that I know much better than Run Around Sue. I like Run Around Sue, but this one for me I like this song better than Run Around Sue. Although it has some like, I mean, this is the 50s, so, or 60s, 50s. But yeah, it's so there's always these like themes that like you couldn't probably do this in songs today maybe, but I don't know. Then again, you know, anything in these today's songs kind of goes. It covers the widest range of vulgarity in today's songs. This is much, much mild compared to that. But anyway, as far as Wanderlust goes, if you're going to be someone who explores and travels, you need to wander. And so this song is kind of about that person, but kind of a, I don't know, I don't want to say ladies' man, but someone who gets around. Let's put it that way. So this is Dion's "The Wanderer."
Cause I'm the wanderer, oh yeah, the wanderer. Oh, I roam around, I roam around.
The Wanderer. All of those things in those lyrics. Okay. Alrighty. Well, let's shift gears. I do see that the organ behind me is uncovered, so that means I must go play it. So let me see here. Let me change the camera to the one behind me. Hello. Looks like there's something trying to jump in that trash can there. Yes. Aren't those called trash pandas? Isn't that what they call raccoons? All right. So I'll head back over here. Okay. Ooh, echo. Echo, echo. No, it's gone. All right. That is reverb. It makes singing sound better. It's why when you're in the shower, you always feel like your voice sounds better because there's an echo. But when it's dry like this, it's very much more like a radio sound. We have this, okay, and then let me make sure if I change that. And go to the organ. There we go. And we have foot pedals. Nice. Okay. That big bass sound. All right. This one was a request. I had a song in my original thinking of this week that I was going to do that had this title, and Jez, over in Wales, who many of us know, requested this one by Canned Heat. The singer was, I think, Bob Haidt was the lead singer of Canned Heat back in the 60s. They were sort of a R&B and blues kind of band. They're still around, actually. Some of the members are no longer alive, but they have some people who have replaced the ones that have passed on. Yeah, Canned Heat, and always doing some cool blues stuff. So this is one of theirs, and I don't have the high-pitched voice, or the higher range voice, should say, that Bob Haidt did, but I think he died in like the 80s, maybe the early 80s. But anyway, he was known for having this kind of falsetto-y higher voice, and this was one of their hits from the late 60s, and this song is called On the Road Again. Special friend. You know, the first time I traveled out in the rain and snow, in the rain and snow. You know, the first time I traveled out in the rain and snow, in the rain and snow. I didn't have no no place to go. My dear mother left me when I was quite young, when I was quite young. And my dear mother left me when I was quite young, when I was quite young. That is On the Road Again by Canned Heat. There's some blues for you, folks. That one is definitely a toe tapper. It reminds me of a little bit of Green Onions, but it's very much a blues song as well. So, all right. This one was not a request, but I think in terms of travel, let's see if I can find a good... Let me just kind of bring things down a bit here. In terms of travel and sort of Wanderlust, wanting to get somewhere else or go somewhere else, this song really kind of, I think, plays to that. Let's see if I can get a nicer kind of calmer sound here. This one's very famous. One of the most famous songs of all time. And I'll try to do this here on the Hammond. I never thought about doing this on the organ, so I'm going to try this and see how it goes. This is a song going back to 1939, and in terms of wanting to go away someplace far, far away, this song speaks to that. So enjoy. Sorry about that. The camera was just on my face the whole time, but it's really okay. That's Somewhere Over the Rainbow. Harold Arlen, 1939 on that one. That was a great year. That was also the year of Gone with the Wind came out that year. And it was competing with that. So anyhow, let's put the camera back on there. Sorry about that. I get so caught up sometimes in the music, and hopefully if it's just the camera in my face, you can just close your eyes and imagine the music. Imagine the, not music, but imagine my hands playing. It's kind of cool sound. Anyway, very dreamy. Yes, so that's a little bit different take there, a little jazz to it. I love that chord there. So this is normally F7. This is an F7. F. It's going to resolve to B flat. But I like to play, instead of F7, play a D7, which sounds quite jazzy. So something about that chord just is quite nice. It's crunchy. Anyhow. All right. This next one was not a request either. So I like this song. And there's a bunch of versions out there. Probably one of the most famous versions of this song is Nat King Cole. I think there may be even, probably Chuck Berry did a version of this song. It was written in the 40s, I think. But kind of had its comeuppance in the 50s and 60s. So let's take a try at this. I want to do a little bit of a jazz groove to this. How about this? All right. This one is called Route 66. Get your kicks on Route 66. That is the artist, or sorry, the writer of that song is Bobby Troop. I think it says, very small print, 1946. So yes, alrighty. Yeah, I think probably the Nat King Cole version is the favorite one of mine. I like Chuck Berry's version too, but anyhow. All right, I'm gonna go back over to the keyboard here. Let's switch cameras over to this one. All right. Oops, kicking that in the way. Okay. Cool. I saw a request. Was there another? There was. Bill sent a super chat. Thank you, Bill. I appreciate the second one from tonight. Thank you. He asked for By the Time I Get to Phoenix. I didn't plan on that one, but let's see if I have that. I think I might have the chart for that. Let me look in my files. By B-Y, right? Ooh, there it is. Cool. All right, so you're in luck. I have this song. I have a chart for the song. And for me, it's not so much the chart because it's more of the lyrics. There's so many songs and to remember all the lyrics, but I'll try a little take on this. Let me see if I can do something with maybe, let's see. How about this? Some strings, maybe. All righty. I will fulfill this request, Bill, so hopefully you're still here. Let's see how this goes. This is Jimmy Webb. Great songwriter. I was lucky enough to see him when he was in LA last time, which was earlier on last year in 2024. I was right up next to the stage. It was just him at the piano, and got to hear him sing this song among other songs. Fun fact that I always like to say about Jimmy Webb, there's a song he wrote called Wichita Lineman. And Wichita Lineman is another great song. If I can remember some of the words of this. That one has... Well, I'll do it from memory. I don't have it in front of me, but I'm a lineman for the county, walk the main road. Okay, so that aside, I'm just going to talk through this through Wichita Lineman first, and then I'll play your request. But Wichita Lineman, so you think you're probably in the key of F major for that song, but the first chord is B flat. A minor. We haven't played F major yet. The song's in F major. It's C. Nope. That's G over a B. That's D over an A. A7. And then B flat. C. And then we think da 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 da, and then resolve, but no, da 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 da. Need a small vacation. Back to B flat again. The song Wichita Lineman doesn't resolve. It never gives you the chord you want. Da da da, lineman for a county or county, and just resolve it there. It always keeps going. But anyhow, so Glenn Campbell sang that one as well as this one, but they're Jimmy Webb songs, and I can't remember who it was that was trying to cover that song, and they were calling Jimmy Webb and asking him, what key is this song in? Because I want it to resolve to F major, but it never does, so... Anyway, but I'll play for you By the Time I Get to Phoenix. This is the same Glenn Campbell too, but the same composer, same composer as well. So let's see what I can do with this with the strings. But anyway, here we go. By the time I get to Phoenix, she'll be rising. She'll find the note I left hanging on her door. She'll laugh when she reads the part that says I'm leaving. I left that girl so many times before. By the time I make Albuquerque, she'll be working. She'll probably stop at lunch and give me a call. She'll just hear the phone keep on ringing. Off the wall, that's all. Someone get that? By the time I make Oklahoma, she'll be sleeping. She'll turn softly and call my name out low. And cry just to think I'd really leave her. Time and time I've tried to tell her so. She just didn't know. I would really go.
That's another song. It does resolve, but that song resolves on a different key at the end. But thank you for that request, Bill. That's a great song. The anecdote that Jimmy Webb told at that concert about this song, I remembered as I was singing that, was that he had had some fan mail at one point in time that someone had gone and done the calculations of how long it would take to drive to these places, drive from one city to the next. By the time I get to Phoenix, you're assuming that he's coming from like Los Angeles. She'll be rising. So that's a good 6-hour drive. I mean, from here to Phoenix. So, and then of course they figured out the rest of it, from Oklahoma or Albuquerque, figured out all those time differences. And it was like, no, this would be days had gone by. It's not all in one day, unless he was really speeding the entire time. So, anyhow, but the fan that had complained about that, he was like, this is just a song. It's just lyrics. It's artistic license. Calm down. It has to be exactly how it is. Anyway. All right. So, let's see here. This one. Oh, yes, this one. All right. I think I might have played something by this artist recently. I did play something by this artist recently. I just had that thought. I played City of New Orleans recently when I did this. Same thing with, oh gosh, this was it a few weeks ago? It was the Sleeping and Waking. That's what it was. It was Good Morning America, How Are You? Because City of New Orleans is the train. But of course, I'm talking about Willie Nelson here. So this is the other song that is called On the Road Again. I feel like the camera may be a little bit, does this bother you all? I don't know. Can I make it a little bit, I don't know, that might be too much. Does that feel straighter to you? I'm trying to see on the screen far away here. That looks a little bit better. It's a little shaky, but when it calms down, I don't know. All right, well, keep going.
best of friends, insisting that the world keeps turning our way, and our way is on the road again. Just can't wait to get on the road again. The life I love is making music with my friends, and I can't wait to get on the road again. Woo! Making music with my friends, and I can't wait to get on the road again. Willie Nelson's On the Road Again. I love the line, the life I love is making music with my friends, and I can't wait to get on the road again. I feel the same way. It's always good to play in an ensemble of people, especially friends. All right, I said that I would do a request here that was about my parents' home state, so let's slow the train down a bit here. Go to a different key here. This is another very well-known song, so feel free to sing along. This is actually one of the top songs sung in Munich at Oktoberfest. Every year, you'd think it'd be like sort of beer barrel polka and things like that, but and actually they do sing that as well. But this one's by Mr. John Denver. This is a request, by the way, from Kristen. almost heaven. West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, growing like a breeze. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, oh, take me home, country road. All my memories gather round her, miner's lady, stranger to blue water. Dark and dusty, painted on the sky, misty taste of moonshine, teardrop in my eye. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, whoa, take me home, country road. I hear her voice in the morning as she calls me. Radio reminds me of my home far away. Driving down the road, I get a feeling that I should have been home yesterday. Yesterday. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home, country roads. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home, country roads.
All right, that's John Denver's "Take Me Home, Country Roads." Ooh, we've had some country songs tonight. We had "On the Road Again" kind of as country, and gosh, even "Life as a Highway" kind of has a little bit of a country rock flair to it. And anyway, and the Glenn Campbell song as well. So, thank you for that request, Kristen. I appreciate that. That's a good one, and just perfect for being out on the road and traveling and experiencing all the joys of discovery and travel. Alrighty, so okay. I saw that my sister joined. Hi, Rachel. Good to see you. Thank you so much for being here. All right. Let's see. Okay, one more for you, folks. I know it's been an hour and 20 minutes or so. Yeah, this one. This is a good one. All right. This is a song that I listen to quite often, every year, all year long. I don't know, apart from one other song from this artist, Mark Cohn. I know his song Walking in Memphis, and that would be a perfect one for tonight actually as well. But Walking in Memphis is more kind of about Memphis, the city, and the blue suede shoes and all that stuff. But this is his other sort of walk song. And yeah, I guess I could have done, Walk This Way is Aerosmith. That's another good option there. There's the Frankie Valli, Walk Like a Man. Well, the theme really isn't walking. The theme is really just traveling. So, anywho, this is Mark Cohn's hit from kind of the early 90s. And I just love the groove in this. I love the way that he plays the piano in this song. It's so great. So this song is called Walk Through the World. It's kind of about having a partner with you and just traveling and seeing the world. So if you can find a meaning for that for yourself, that's great. I always try in every song that I do to try and find something that has meaning behind it. Because if it doesn't mean anything, why do it, So find something in the lyrics, something in the music that means something to you and express that. That's what musicians do, Don't just play notes. Find something behind it to give it meaning. Whatever it may be for you. So if you're a musician yourself, this is my advice, is to always find something that means something to you for everything that you perform, if you can. I mean, there are times when obviously you're hired to play things for somebody else, and it's for that project or for that performance. But doing your own things, if it ain't got any meaning to it, then why do it? There's a Quincy Jones song about that, about songs and why sing a song if it doesn't have any meaning? So anyway, this one for me, I enjoy traveling, and so this one's always been a good one for me. That plus so the lyrics plus just the piano playing, it's really a fun one. So if you don't know this song, add it to your playlist. I think this is really fun. This is called Walk Through the World by Mark Cohn. From the Spanish Steps to the Liberty Bell, I know the angels have seen us. They can see us, baby. While you're just hanging on by a thread, and I'm sitting in the lonely room without a view, wishing I was there with you instead. Whoa, whoa, won't you walk through this world with me? Walk through the world.
the rooftops, babe. I've seen the writing on the wall. Heard a little bit of thunder in the Spanish Wonder, and everything is bound to rise and fall. And that's all. Won't you walk through this world with me? Walk through the world, over the miles of mystery. Walk through this world with me. Walk on, walk on, walk on, walk on, walk on. Whoa. Ringing out of my ears. Let me get those stars out of my eyes. 'Cause I just want to look back over all the years with you right there standing by my side. Whoa, won't you walk through this world with me? Walk through the world, over the miles of mystery. Walk through this world with me. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Walk through the world with me. Walk through the world, over the miles of mystery. Walk through this world with me. Whoa, no. Walk through the world with me. Walk through the world, over the miles of mystery. Walk through the world with me.
That's all, folks. Thank you so much for hanging out. That was a fun show. I appreciated all you guys' input and for just being here and enjoying the music. Hopefully you've been able to travel somewhere and back home safely in the evening. So that was, of course, Walk Through This World by Mark Cohn. And it's been a fun ride and great requests this week as well. So there's always more requests than I have time to get to. There are songs that I want to do for each theme, and then there's songs, there's slots in every show to have requests. So I'm sorry if I don't get to yours every week, but thank you for those that submitted a request, and thank you, Brooks, for Super Chat. I appreciate that so much. But anyhow, I'll be back tomorrow. So this is the second weekend of the month, and usually I do a Saturday stream on the second weekend of the month, but I couldn't this time. I had a gig way down in Orange County, California. At a big festival, so I was there all day yesterday. Had church today. I'm here now, and tomorrow I will do a live stream, I'm thinking, from the main church in this building. So at the real pipe organ, the 1924 four-manual Skinner organ that's here. So hopefully, if all goes well, that'll be tomorrow's stream. It's at 1 p.m. PST tomorrow. So if you're East Coast, that's 4 p.m. PST. Tomorrow's Columbus Day, right? So that's somewhat of a holiday, hopefully for you all. But we'll be doing a theme of dance. So I have a whole list picked out for us, ranging from the classical through the modern, and we'll see what kind of trouble we can get into tomorrow. So for those that are watching on replay tomorrow morning, on Monday morning, this is the same day. It's Monday. So anyhow, I hope to see you guys there tomorrow. And we'll have some more fun and games on the pipe organ. So for now, have a safe rest of the evening and enjoy yourselves. Sleep well, and I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.